So this is Necromolds Monster Battles, and in Necromolds Monster Battles, it's a miniature skirmish game designed to teach the hobby of wargaming to kids. But the rules scale with age and player experience, so it's great for young kids and it's great for older adults too. And let me show you how to play. So in Necromolds, you've got your Necromolds spellbooks. Each spellbook has a different monster inside, and on the back of the spellbook is the monster's abilities and stats. To make a monster, you as a wizard have your Necromolds spell clay. You roll that into a little ball, kind of guess how much you think you need, and then we'll go ahead and squish it in the spellbook. And then you open it up, and there is the back of our mag mass. There's our own little Necromolds mini, he's a living volcano. He's got a really cool ability I'll show you in a second. So what you do is you and your opponent all have the same amount of clay. You use that clay however you want to make as many monsters as you can until you run out. So you can make 4 of these, you can make a bunch of little guys, it's up to you. The bigger monsters are stronger, but you can't make as many, so that's kind of the decision you have to make when you're building your army. So then during the game, how the game actually plays is once you and your opponent all have a full army, and I'll make one more little mini quick, so we have an enemy to fight against. I'll make this guy. This guy's cool. So this is Tormarak. He's another one of our Series 1X monsters that is releasing in the next couple weeks. So here we go. Open him up. And I just need a little more clay in his base, so I'll put a little glob there.
And clay kind of works like almost like points.
Yeah, so the clay in Necromolds is essentially your point system. So it's a very physical and visceral way to spend points without thinking about points. And each of our monsters actually has a value on the back equal to its volume. So you can kind of have a numerical way to compare monsters to monster. So we've got Tormarak there. He's another one of our newer monsters. And then Magmass, so there they are, just for scale. So there we go. So they're going to battle it out. So let's pretend you have a whole army. During the game, what you do is you're going to be rolling command dice that let you do things like move, make ranged attacks, use magic abilities, and you're assigning them to the back of your spell book. So if I want my Magmass to move, I need to take that slot and assign a die to it. And the movement goes short, medium, and far. So it's a close move, and a medium ranged attack. So you assign dice. During your turn, you're going to be resolving those dice that you've assigned. So we'll say I did that. On my turn, I can choose to resolve all my Magmasses. I can do them in any order I want, so I'm going to say I'm going to do my moves first. Actually, I'll do my range attack first. So we'll say I do my range attack, it's medium. You're in line of sight and in range. I'm going to roll some combat dice equal to my skill for ranged. And then you're going to roll your defense. I'm looking for hits. You're looking for shields. Whoever has the higher value wins the combat. And we'll say the defender won and the shot missed. So now I'm going to resolve my movement. My movement is a close. You are in close range, so I'm going to move right up there to you, and because our bases touch, we're in melee combat. Melee combat in Necromolds is super deadly. Just like ranged combat, you're rolling a pool of combat dice. You're the defender, I'm the attacker. I'm looking for hits, you're looking for shields. We roll our dice, and eventually, we count them up. Somebody wins and somebody loses. And the winner gets to take their Necromold caster ring and smash the enemy's monster. So I'll go ahead and smash that character. And there you go. And each player has their own little sigil that they get that marks their wizard mark. So that one is the Horned Imp. There's 22 different ones that you can collect. And that's essentially combat. And that's all part of the Necromolds Battle Box starter set. And then the new Call to Arms box adds a lot of fun stuff for our older players. So for example, let's say that you smashed my monster. If I roll this symbol on my champion die, I get to retaliate by taking a wound marker, and I'm going to stick it in your monster just like that. And now next time you roll your dice, because you have 1 wound, you have to drop a die and replace it with a wounded die. And the wounds stack, so you might survive more, and you might take even more wounds. And you'll get weaker and weaker and weaker until eventually you're going to get smashed. There's a lot of other fun stuff for our older players in the Call to Arms box, and all of this is going to be available on our website in early April, so about 3 weeks from Adepticon is when it should go live. So that is Necromolds Monster Battles.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Really appreciate showing the little demo here. This game is very fun. Highly recommend it to anybody watching, so awesome.
Yeah, would you like to smash this monster? You get
yes.
first person smash?
Yes, you know I want to.
Go for it.
All right. And Yeah.